Well, hello everyone, welcome back to another vlog from Veg Grower Podcast. Now, I'm down on the allotment today and I've been concentrating on weeding. My kind of aim at the moment is to get on top of the weeds by simply starting off every time at one end and working my way forward. Hopefully by the time I get up to the other end, everything else should be pretty much taken care of. But there are quite a few things that are really impressing me at the moment. You might see just to the side of me my pear tree, which is in flower, and that is looking absolutely stunning. I'm really pleased with it. My onion bed, which is just down here, onions are growing. It's quite a weedy bed, so it's quite difficult to really get a hold of. Then behind that, my garlic. Now, garlic I normally grow without any problems, and I'm not saying I've got any problems today, but I've noticed some of the tips are looking a bit yellow. I'm hoping I've given a bit of a feed with chicken manure, and I'm hoping that's going to boost it enough, but we'll see what happens. What I'm really pleased with at the moment is this parsley plant, which is it's got to come out soon actually, because it's coming up to 2 years old, so it needs to come out, which isn't going to be a problem because I'm going to eat a lot of this parsley and freeze a lot of it. But what I'm really pleased with is this bed. The soil here is just so nice and friable and crumbly. It's taken a few years of constant adding manure, adding compost to get it to that state, which based on the clay soil I'm really pleased with. Now over the back there, my elder tree, that it started to show its first signs of flowers, which is great because that means we're going to be able to make elderflower champagne, elderflower cordial, elderflower fritters. Really love the elderflower tree. I was actually going to get rid of it this year, but that hasn't happened yet. We'll see what happens. It may stay, it may go, but I do love elderflower, which is the only reason it might stay. Now just in here, the cold frame, I've moved my onions. These were grown from seed. I'm getting ready to plant them out, which I am looking forward to, of course. Got a lot of onions growing this year for some weird reason, but I'm hoping these seed sown ones being sown a bit later on will do better in storage. That's what I'm led to believe. Normally I do the autumn sown ones, and that's what I've got a lot of. But these onions, they came out Grandad's greenhouse, and Grandad's greenhouse is doing absolutely fine. But the only thing I have got growing in there at the moment is my leeks still. But they are getting bigger, which is great, because the bigger they get, the easier they are to handle and the more luck they have when it comes to planting them out, which will be happening fairly soon if everything goes to plan. But that also means that greenhouse is starting to free up, so I can start looking at moving some of my tomato plants and plants that I have at home down to here in order to keep them free up space. Well, I'm approaching the end of this half of my plot, and what I've got here is my broad bean bed, and the broad beans are doing fantastic. They're growing quite well, even seen some flowers that start to come on them, so hopefully soon, and I reckon within a month, we'll be getting broad beans, and I love broad beans. Bed at the very top there has shallots in, they're growing well, so nothing more I can say about those, they're just growing really nicely. The asparagus bed, now the asparagus is always difficult because it's so weedy and it's difficult to clear out a lot of the weeds, but we make our best of what we can do. I did give it a good weed, but the asparagus shoots are starting to show themselves, so it won't be long before we're starting to eat some really lovely asparagus, and I love asparagus. Then just in front of me here, I've got my rhubarb bed, and there's 3 crowns of rhubarb grown in there, which are doing really well. They've all started to grow, and in fact the timpani early, the large one, I'm starting to harvest some of those because it's ready. Rhubarb cake, rhubarb crumble, just all really a lot of fun. Well, the top half of the plot I haven't really been concentrating so much on. Planted out the potatoes last week, I think it was. You may remember that video. And nothing more. They haven't done anything yet. Was keeping an eye on them. But the whole top half of the plot is where I really need to start concentrating on weeding, particularly the strawberry bed. That does need a good weed, but my whole thing is I start at one end and working my way forward, so as I spend less time weeding that end, I can come up to here and get on top of it easier. That's my theory anyway. Now, raspberries, the autumn raspberries, you may recall I trimmed them back a couple of months back, and they have started to show signs of life, so they're starting to grow. Other than that, I've got a lot more onions up the top there, which are also taking up too much room. Planted way too many onions, and but the thing is, I can still eat onions when they're small, so if we need onions, we can just harvest those and free up some space. I know we shouldn't until sort of June, July when they start to die back, but there's nothing stopping us from when they're a bit earlier, should we need to. And let's face it, at the moment we need to make the most of what we've got. Now, talking of which, I've got purple sprouting broccoli, and I've got a lot of purple sprouting broccoli which I am going to be harvesting right now, and I'm really looking forward to that because I love purple sprouting broccoli. Well, thank you so much for joining me today in this little allotment tour. What have you been up to in your own allotment or garden? Please let me know in the comments. But for today, please take care, and I'll see you again next time.